All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our Sunday edition. Hopefully, everyone is having a great weekend and all that good stuff. I'm not going to hold you long. We're just going to jump right into these charts and we're going to keep it moving. All right, so not a lot going on in the coming week. There's some Fed speaking engagements or something like that. But as far as all the reports and stuff, we had that in the prior week. All right, so on Sundays, we try to keep it short, sweet, and simple. We like to look at the weekly charts so you can see how the markets ended for the week and what may be headed down the road for Sunday night into Monday's trading. All right, first things first, this is the XRP Ripple. You'll notice that we do have the bullish trend momentum reading, and the market is trying to at least give you a nice little start of a bear market rally. All right, and it's trying. It's the question is, as we're getting closer to this resistance zone, we'll call it 70 for now. Can the market get over it? Can it overcome it? That's basically what we're looking at. And really more so, let's call it 83. How about that? We'll call it like 83, something like that. Something like that. So can it keep going? I don't know. If you look at the grand scheme of things, it's been consolidated for a minute. It's been inside the Kumo cloud for a minute and really hasn't gotten either really below it or above it. So technically speaking, you're in a bear market that's trying to correct, that's trying to give you a technical bounce, but really just struggling to get it done. All right, looking at ZEC or Zcash, you can see you have a bullish trend momentum also. This rally is a little bit more successful than the Ripple because you had the rally alert back here and you've been getting upside production. You got a bullish trend momentum reading and you're above the Kumo cloud. So what you're looking for on this one is to see if we can get some consistent closure above the $30 mark this week. That would be rather helpful and could extend the life of this bear market rally and even make it a little bit stronger. See if it can get up here to 35 possibly. But 30 is the real big psychological resistance point for Zcash that you want to look for this week. Speaking of cash, looking at the US dollar index from a weekly chart perspective, you're in a bull market. It's locked in. Got a bullish trend momentum reading. But look where your price action is operating in. It's operating inside of the Kumo cloud. It's just been bumping up against the resistance and the support. And that's all it's really doing. But the average price is around this 105 level. And that's really what it's been doing, holding, maintaining the 105 for the most part. So where do you go from here? Well, because you still got a bull market position and you got a bullish trend momentum reading, we would expect the market to try to still push higher. But we also have algo shifts. These white down arrows are pointing to resistance zones in this particular market. So you technically would not want to be buying here. What you'd be looking to do is take profit on your longs from your rally alert back there. You'd be looking to take profit here and wait for the next buy signal, or possibly just get out, take profit on your longs and see if a short play becomes an availability for you. And that's how I would approach that, looking at from a dollar perspective. How does this pan out with the currencies? Well, if you look at the euro, it has a bearish trend momentum reading in a bear market, as it should be, and it's showing that it bottomed out. This algo shift here is showing you a short-term support bottom from which the market is trying to be a springboard and rally from. So as the dollar falls and pulls back, that will help lift the euro because they have an inverse relationship. So I would expect for the technical bouncing to continue for this week for the euro, especially if it can get consecutive closes above the Kumo cloud, then that can get the market back up into the 1010 range. So 110 is our upside target for the really serious technical bounce that the euro is trying to give us here. Next up, we're going to take a look at silver. This is SLV. All right, if you look here on this weekly chart, you see you're in a locked in bull market, but you're hitting the wall. This is the resistance. This is where the algo shift is coming in. So if you were long from the rally alert back here, this is where you would be taking profits and either looking to take some small short positions here or just be on the sidelines and wait for the next buy signal. Either approach is a good idea at this point, because we're looking like the silver's come back down here and blast below 20, then take out this old support here, and then continue to plummet back into the teens. So you have to look at that. All right, you're in a bull market configuration, yes, but the repeated weakness from these bear market situation. You had the bearish trend momentum reading. You're getting really big downside movement here. Can't be ignored. And you're overall consolidating. You're not really going anywhere. You're providing, a day or two of nice movement possibility. We can get in and get out. But other than that, the market really isn't trending at this time. All right. And speaking of that, let's take a look at your gold, and that is the ticker GLD. And you will notice that this one has a bearish trend momentum reading and gave you a crash alert from the weekly chart. All right. It ended the week on Friday with a crash alert in the weekly chart. The last crash alert we got was back here, and it did produce downside production. So from the weekly chart, you're in a bear market correction. Now, the market put in a short-term bottom here and gave you a nice little technical bounce rally, but now it's giving you another bear market crash alert. All right, so looks like this bearish trend momentum reading is not ready to turn yet. We could have a situation like back here where you had this crash alert here, and then by the time you got here, it really gave you another down leg. And that's kind of what it's looking like here. Is a possibility. So from a weekly perspective, that's exactly what it is looking and shaping up to be right now. Looking at your bonds, ticker TLT, from the weekly chart, we're getting a rally alert. We had back-to-back rally alerts, all right, with a bullish trend momentum reading going into the next week. So the market's going to try to get back up here toward the bottom of the Kumo cloud. That will put the bond price back to around 100, or should we say par. So that's a possibility. Technical bounce. And had the last one it had was back here, and this was a nice little successful rally, right? Then you had another go at it right here, gave you a little bit of a run. So these bear market bounces do come into play. Here was the algo shift a day before the rally alert, is letting you know that a bottom has been put in and the market's ready to boogie. And so it is trying here. You have to give it an A for effort for trying to correct and give something back. On the weekly chart on the Bitcoin futures, though, we're not trending, okay? We got a bullish trend momentum reading. You had your rally alert back to back here. You got nice, beautiful upside production. If anyone missed this initial rocket blasting like this, well, I don't think it's done yet. I think 40K is the next target here, 40K. All right, so be ready for 40K. I think that's where the market wants to head next. And then from there, it'll be on its nice little march to 45 and 50. All right, but you do have some resistance zones up ahead. All right. But on the weekly, it's not a trend. It's just a technical bounce off of a support, just like you did back here at this support level and this support level. All right. So that's what the market's trying to do right now. And as far as Ethereum's along for the ride on the weekly chart. We have also a trendless situation, but we got this rally alert. It's trying to push through right here at the vortex level of the Kumo cloud. Critical juncture. If it can do this and stay above, 2,000 this week, if it can break 2,000, then you could have the beginning stages of a bull market, and it could erase the bear market altogether. But again, we're at a critical juncture where this thing could literally fall apart, and I mean fall to pieces, like a crystal vase smashing onto a marble floor. All right, just saying. So you got to be alert and be ready for that. All right, and then last but not least, here is our GDXJ, the gold miners on the weekly. You're neutralized to start the week off, and you also have this algo shift letting you know that you're at a resistance point. So whatever technical balance the market was trying to get, you're at a resistance point, and I wouldn't want to try to buy here at a resistance point unless I had a rally alert. Then it's different. If you have an alert, then it's different. You got to take your alerts. But barring that, falling short of an alert, I wouldn't be trying to get long here. You also are not trying to short here either because you're neutralized and it's coming on the back of a bullish trend momentum reading. So if anything, the market's going to try to either technically bounce or when it comes off neutralized, it could even try to roll back over again. The bear market could reclaim the price action. So you just got to be really careful here with the GDXJ. I would follow the reports to a T and I would not stray from that. All right. All right, so that's all we got, folks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend. I'm going to let you get back to it, and we'll be back here tomorrow morning for our pre-market and see what's going on. If you are, for our subscribers, you know the pro members room is open now. So if you have any questions or need to look at anything on the dashboard, we can do that now. All right, y'all know what it is, man. Smash that like button, share videos with people you never know who could help or encourage. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. The system works if you work the system. And I'm out. Peace.